So we got this one, and we have this one which keeps pigeon-toeing like this from that pull right there that you can visually see right here. And it pulls all the way up into this right here, and then it pulls out this way to here in the calf, and then I think it rounds up to here because you have this little ball right there that you can see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend, get this, and we're going to work all this fascia to try to loosen up all of this area. And so we're just going to gua sha it up. So now that we got that cleared up, now we're going to move up towards this way, and we're going to continue to gouassage all the way up and all the way around up here by the shin. So that way we can clear some of this and get some of all of this like knots and adhesions out. Because look, that is affecting the whole entire leg. You can see it. So another thing to note is that since she's had pain here for a long time, it's pulling from the other side just as much and for such a long period of time. And whenever I go over it, you get a lot of that. And all of this has been accustomed to it. So I have my work cut out for me. As you can tell, all of this is making a huge impact on our overall goal of today's session. Ooh, you okay?
Oh, I'm getting a cramp on my foot.
Oh, getting a cramp. When you make adjustments like this in your structure, your body's gonna freak out. You see, and look where it's cramping towards.
Right, yeah, right here.
Yeah, and you're doing this because your body's used to having it pull this way. You see that? But I'm kind of trying to force the structure to change, and it's crazy. This is why this is such a like intense session. So now we work up here on the foot, on the side, and we're gonna try to get the plantar fasciitis to kind of loosen up, because right here, that's what the main reason why she came in, not knowing that she had pigeon toe, and the pigeon toe was causing her plantar to just spike up. So again, what maybe one reason comes into another reason issue. You can't just work a localized issue. You have to work the global issue. They're still wanting to do that. You see it? Dang. So we're gonna keep working this way. Wow. Just like that. You felt it, right? That it was popping a lot, and then Liz, it's letting go now. See, that's crazy.
That's why I came to you.
Oh yeah. You can see right here where it's pulling this way and it's pulling out. Liz, you can see that pop up. This is the next one right here. And we need to loosen up this so that way this loosens up and then this can be relaxed. Once this relaxes, hopefully, God willing, this will relax a little bit more and allow the structure to actually start healing, because this overextension has been causing pain to the plantar. It's been causing pain to the Achilles, to her whole leg. And in fact, because you can even see, remember the tension that was up here, you can still see it, but all of this has to restructure, has to compensate for this bad foot. And all this overextension in front of the tibialis anterior muscles have to compensate for this bad ankle. So as we go along, we learn, the body teaches us and it tells us what's wrong with it. It's not me that like figures it out. I just follow with what the body tells me. And that's what you gotta do. Every body is different. Sometimes some of the solutions are similar, but it's never exactly the same. And although some people have some of the same issues, it won't always be the same solution with the same equipment, right? Sometimes we use the gouassage, right? We massage and we use the gua sha tool. Other times, we're going to do cupping. Other times, we're going to do toxin therapy where we use the hammer. Jeez. Okay, so now I have to go in here. We're going to try to straighten, and as you can see that pull. We're going to start from the back over here, and we're going to work that pull right there. Ooh. See, so naturally now it's starting to stay more straight versus pigeon-toeing so heavily. You keep working right here, and you can really see all that. If you look right here, you can see all of this tension. There we go. And then, now let's see where you're at. It's looking a lot better. Look at that. And it's going to come back down to this side. So here we go. As you can see, it looks a lot better. But now we got to work that little top overextension right here. And again, this is something that takes a long time to work with. How long have you been having this pain, Candy?
Not that long.
No? Mm-mm. So this is probably something that's been here for a while, because you just came in for the plantar.
And for here.
And for your hip, but jeez, you see how bad your foot is? Mm-hmm. It makes sense why you're having hip pain.
Could be.
And there we go. That's, okay. It's looking better. It's not where I'd want it. It's not where I'm satisfied, but if I go over here, and you see her other foot, before it was a lot more, now it's looking a lot better. So we're going to continue to work it, and we're going to check back in a few and see where you're at. Go ahead. So the foot's looking better now. We started working a little bit more up, and what I found was a lot of tightness and a lot of tension in here. Now this tension, when I found it, I kept following it and in the calf, and I felt like, wow, it's just really, really tight. And then Candy was kind enough to tell me that she's been dealing with some knee pain. So it looks like our foot issue that we've been finding down here is not only just originating here. When you just allow the body to tell you the story, you end up finding some solutions for some long-term problems and chronic problems. So we're going to go ahead and start working with some trigger point therapy, and I'm just going to go right here, and we're going to work upwards and follow it. And I know it's a little bit painful. It's not light work, but just like that, it loosened up quite a bit. I can still see a little bit of tension, but it's starting to look similar to this. Earlier, this was looking more like the outer portion of this, so right there, and you can see more tension on the outside of the calf as well that we need to work on. But we're taking this one story at a time, and in an hour we're getting as much done as possible. But it's looking like we're almost done with this session, so in about 10 minutes I'll check back and I'll give you the final review. So although it's not where I would want it to be. You can still see that there's some work that needs to get done. But for the most part, and it still has a slight bend to it. We worked the quads. It helped out a lot. We worked more above the knee, and then we worked all the way down. We did a quad release, and for the most part, it's where I would want it to be, but I would prefer for it to be perfect.